Are you planning a renovation or a new build? Most homeowners lose thousands of rands because their architect, engineer, and builder are working in isolation. Want to save on your construction project? Structural design can double your budget. Alternatively, working with a good builder, architect, and engineer could save hundreds of thousands of rands.
In episode 3, we delve into the most crucial role in any construction project: the engineer. Every project involves structural design, encompassing elements like the foundation, roof, walls, bracing to prevent twisting and torsion,
as well as the structural components managing large windows, heavy furniture, or wide spans.
Regardless of its form, your home's structure is passed by structural engineers and not the architects or builder.
A house is only as strong as its team. Today, we're revealing why leaving your structural engineer out of the design process is a recipe for a blown budget, and how bringing the architect, the builder, and the engineer together can change everything. In residential homes, structural elements are usually hidden away, tucked inside your walls, floors, and ceilings. You can actually use the structural engineering of your home to define and connect your space. To achieve that, however, you need a true collaboration between your structural engineer, your builder, and your architect from the very beginning.
There are countless ways to keep a home stable and safe, but here's the reality. You can easily spend a fortune on structural engineering.
Yeah. And that's frustrating, right? Because while that structure creates the space you live in, it's not the part you're actually touching or seeing every day. Unlike your fixtures, paint colors, or beautiful finishes. In the industry, there's even a bit of an ongoing joke among architects and builders that structural engineers have a habit of over-designing things. But is that extra cost really necessary? Or is it just a lack of collaboration? Let's find out. So, if we're all joking about engineers over-designing our homes, how do we actually stop the budget bloat without compromising on safety? The secret isn't just asking the engineer to use less steel. It's about communication. When the engineer, the architect, and the builder sit at the same table, the magic happens. The architect brings the vision, the engineer brings the integrity, and the builder brings the reality of what's actually needed on site. When these three minds align early, you stop paying for over-design and start paying for smart design. It's the difference between a house that's just standing and a home that's built with purpose and efficiency. So how do we actually bridge that gap? It starts with one rule. Never let your engineer and architect work in silos. As the homeowner, lead that conversation. If you want to avoid that over-engineered budget trap, you need to facilitate a proper all-hands meeting. Ask the engineer to explain why they chose a specific beam or column. Don't just accept the plan, understand it. Often, when an engineer understands the aesthetic goal the architect has in mind, they can find a more efficient way to achieve the same result. Bring your builder into the room early. When the engineer suggests a complex structural solution, the builder can immediately tell you that's going to cost us 3 weeks of extra labor and a fortune in specialized equipment. That feedback loop saves you thousands of rands before your plans are submitted. Move the conversation away from over-designing toward optimized design. I want a home that is safe and structurally sound, but I want to invest my budget in the finishes I can actually see and feel. How can we achieve that balance together? When you put those three people in one room, you stop being a spectator in your own build and start acting as the project leader.
You aren't just building a house, you're managing a team of experts. And that is where the real value is created.
At the end of the day, remember, you don't have to navigate this process alone. Here at TJ Roof Rooms, we specialize in bridging that gap. We're here to work alongside you, ensuring your architect's vision and engineer's requirements meet. When we all work together, we will give you the best possible result. Let's build something brilliant together.
Contact us at tjroofrooms.co.za or email info@tjroofrooms.co.za today.